tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Marshall Thundering Herd, taking on a team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Will kick off to get the festivities started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in an empty set. Quarterback will keep it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 6. Johnson looking to throw. He makes the connection. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. They want to run this quarterback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeps it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Gonna take a shot. He's got it. Touchdown, Commodores. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be knocked down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position, but you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Marshall quick to the line. Looking for a man. It's Braxton. The throw to the outside is complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Getting some heat. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up.
That's the end of the first quarter. Vanderbilt 7, Marshall 0.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's open on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Marshall!
Number 3.
Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And they tacked on the extra point.
The extra point is good. That ties the game.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Johnson wants to throw it. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Bell. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads it left. He's got it. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. On the move. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. The Commodores in the hurry up. Using his feet. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Scanning the field, it's Braxton. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Catch in the middle, it's Chapman. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Marshall.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. What a snag by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Johnson looking to throw. Pressure is all over him, and he can't get it off. Down he goes, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. And the Commodores will kick it away to crank up the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
On the move, it's Turner. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Corners are going to bail. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Wants to throw, it's Braxton. A little screen to the running back. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
He didn't get big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
He'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
They're going to ride this running back.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. These corners backing off a bit. He's going to pass on 2nd down, using the quick game. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
Second down coming up.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Thundering Herd! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on first down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll give it to the back. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Calls his own number. Across the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
We got to give a lot of credit to the offensive line there. They were able to pave the way for a first down.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has a 2nd down play. On the ground, it's Alexander. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Commodores want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. And the Commodores are marching down the field. The back goes in motion. Got it behind the line. It's Alexander. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Johnson wants to throw it. He'll pull it down. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Just going to keep it after the snap. The Commodores will have a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
First down, Commodores.
Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. This offense right on the doorstep. They can grab the lead late as time continues to wind down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on 2nd and goal. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the touchdown doors. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Robinson. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, this late in the game, it's go time. I got to have a score. I'm not worried about downs. I'm going through my 2-minute script. We know what's coming. We practiced this all week. It's second down, incomplete pass, go to third down. We need to go for it on fourth down. This offense just has to keep that high energy up and try to run these plays fast.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.